Alright. It's time for the Battle of the Chode Toss. I mean, Protoss. It's showtime in the top left side of the map. Hero in the bottom right side of the map. And this is going to be fun. We've got D-Mauer. He had a really good couple games against Classic, though he did end up falling in that series. Hero, of course, fell yesterday. Down here to the losers bracket. I cast that game. I should remember what happened. Oh, it was Clem. Clem was in very fine form. Hero couldn't quite get his feet underneath him, could he? Showtime having a bit more PvP practice there. I do think Hero's massively favored usually in this matchup, but I don't know. Is it really that massive? There's always that part of me that thinks, because I know Showtime can take down the best players in the world, but I think he's had a very high percentage of getting into good spots, but I think his mid-game onwards does tend to fall off sometimes from the other players, as well as being a little vulnerable to some nasty cheeses. Speaking of which, Hero's already set up to proxy. Big thank you, Kaivek, for the resub there. 22 months. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you all hanging out. Showtime, of course, is representing his new team, guys, which is that logo. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible with remembering teams. Let me know. What team is that? And is Hero teamless, guys? He doesn't have a logo here. Is he not on Twisted Minds anymore? Is Hero teamless, or did they just mess up by not putting his team logo on? Sentinels. Showtime. Sentinels. Okay, cool. Sentinels. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Proxy Robo. Oh, I thought it would be a Stargate, but it's a Robo. And it's a defensive Stargate for Showtime. Showtime opened up his series against Classic the exact same way. I guarantee you, Hero, watch those games. If he builds a 3rd and 4th Adept, this is bad news for Showtime. If he just builds 2, goes into Stalkers, he might be okay. Pylon on the low ground doesn't bode well for him, as that will be the first thing sniped by the Immortal coming in. Hero is teamless right now. Oh, he's out of contract. Wow. Well, that's a juicy pickup. Alright, probe does go down. Hey, Pig, you said earlier that Classic has the best Protoss defense. That used to always be Showtime, even when he wasn't in the best form. But because of Classic's current form, something changed with Showtime. I mean, it's just, I guess his PvT is so good for Classic, and the fact that he's winning late game PvZ as well. Classic just seems to be, you know, took a big series off Serral, even though Serral beat him a bunch of times since then. And he's beat Clem a bunch of times. So that just and he took down Showtime yesterday as well. So I just look at those results and I go, hey, Classic's playing a relatively defensive style. I mean, he did do a bit more proxies and aggression than Showtime yesterday. Obviously, they were both throwing these proxies and one-base plays at each other, but interesting to see how it works out. Now, this is fascinating, guys, because it's War Prism into Observer. He's going to drop the Adepts inside the base, this Hero. He's going to try and probe up. He's only on 22 workers against 29, so Showtime playing the old Alpha Star style where he builds a really big income. And Hero, look at that. Oh, he's going for a fancy redrop there. Trying to target these probes as there is very little anti-air. Oracle gets in on the other side of the map. Sentry not going to do much against that. Oh, actually, good pull away on the probes. The Oracle gets 6 probes and gets to safety. That's insane damage. Adept over here. Drop does get 3 probes in total. But of course, Showtime can handle that because he was up at close to 30. So he's at 27. Hero's on 18. And Hero's proxy has not paid off. There's a one-base Robo plus Phoenix play now coming out for Showtime. Showtime massing batteries on one base because that's what he likes to do. His name's Showtime. For those who don't know, I really would love to see Showtime play Age of Empires 2. I think he'd love that game, man. He likes building walls, likes building walls and things. All right, the Stalker out front, actually doing okay with the shield battery healing there momentarily. We'll lose it, of course, eventually, but Showtime will pull back after that. He's got an Immortal on the way. He's actually going to have an Immortal out at the same timing as the guy who opened up Proxy Robo, which is just insanity. And Oracle, and an Adept over on the other side of the map, Stasis Trap, blocking the expansion. They could try to come in and actually break the pylon, would be a good move. For now, one gateway will go down on this side, and of course, Showtime needs to find the money to build a prism. He's got 2 pylons coming up that'll unsupply block him. Surprising that battery didn't go down till now, but of course the gateway was the optimal target. Still got these 2 Adepts and the Oracle here. There are 2 Stalks and a Sentry in that main base, but if the Adepts attack the pylon in the wall, Showtime's Oracle might be able to get a stasis off in the main mineral line. Ooh, Force Field comes down for Hero, unable to trap Showtime's Sentry. Remember, we are, of course, playing on NA. It's Central US for Game 1 in this best of 7. Now, Hero gets some very necessary damage there, guys, because yes, oh look, he's done more damage, he's traded better. Does that matter if you're mining this much less for this long? Well, yeah, you kind of need it. And I think it was very necessary that he got that, right? Okay, Twilight Council's coming in now for Hero, so one base transition for him as he tries to maintain this position. Showtime could go for a combat drop. A common move here is to fly out with Phoenix, pick up the sentries, drop 2 Immortals on the low ground while everything else just runs down the ramp. It can be a highly effective move, but if your opponent lands the force field and splits your army, you have to very quickly disengage if you are the red Protoss. Some people will just move out instead with the Immortal drop, stay one base, go do the Immortal drop harass, and that you're going to rely on that to force their opponent home. Oracle spamming stasis traps. Third Phoenix is on the way. More adepts are being made. Oh, he sees the enemy observer. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Nice move there for Showtime. Takes a bit of damage on his Phoenix, but I think clearing up the vision is huge. Because now Hero doesn't know what's happening, and he's going to run away. Good choice. Hero doesn't know what's happening. Wait, no, he's going to stay? Okay. Neither side's expanded. Remember, Resonating Glaives does come in here for Hero. Still scouting everything that's happening. I mean, Glaives is good. Will he have enough money to even make many Adepts, though? There's a lot of Adepts on both sides, so having Glaives is going to make his Adepts way better. If you're looking at a mirror match of Immortal Adept, that's going to be good, but Phoenix will help a lot. Oh wow, Showtime's Adepts do manage to kill one of the Adepts of Hero. Hero using hot pickups to save that Adept. I like the way he keeps dropping it to kind of taunt Showtime. So 2 Adepts to 1 in Hero's favor. Showtime's now going to move out, take a Nexus. Oh, misrallied Immortal. Oh no, Hero with a blunder. That's a big mistake. Oh, Immortals are so valuable, guys. And he rallies an Observer forwards as well. Hero, you just misrallied a unit. You'd think you'd fix it. Robo and 2 Pylons. That's going to get a supply block. That's a very juicy trade. But Showtime doesn't know about Glaives, man. And that's what could be a problem. Hero's got that Warp Prism. He's got himself 7 Adepts against the 6. The Phoenix are the big potential difference maker. That's the unit I would say I'm most worried about for Hero, is the Phoenix. Oh, Force Fields on both sides could be really good. Force Field's really nice on both sides. The Immortals not really doing anything for Hero in the back. The one that came forward getting shot by the Phoenix. And Showtime going to try and disengage from these Force Fields. I'm not sure if Showtime was even losing that fight. I actually think he could have stood and fought. He's trying to pull back because there was a lot going on. And as a conservative player, when everything's chaotic, his instincts are to run away and back away from the chaos. Hero leans into the chaos, and I think Hero might be getting a win which he actually wasn't set up for. Showtime gets the Prism, but he loses 2 or 3 Phoenix in the process. He recalls some units, but Showtime lost so much stuff in the retreat. I just don't think this retreat was necessary. Even this Adept Shade is actually crazy. Like, the Phoenix could pick up 2 of these Adepts. The Immortals are going to smash them. This is a crazy Hero attack. I'm not sure if it makes any sense. Nice hot pickups here from the Immortals. Is it enough, though? There's no shield batteries down here. And look at that. I think Hero just barely has the numbers. The Immortals are trying to drop on top. Will it be enough? The Phoenix, if he had just like 2 more Phoenix to pick up these Immortals, it's game over for Hero. 1 more Immortal rallies down, though. The Immortal rallies down for Showtime. Oh my gosh, the Immortal rallies down, but more Stalkers coming in there, and they're going to help Hero seal the deal. I don't know, do you guys agree? There's a lot going on. It's hard for me to process that fight. I probably would have ran away the way Showtime did, because I would have felt overwhelmed and panicked, but I actually think if he just stood his ground and fought in the first place and just kept fighting, didn't pick up and run away behind the force fields, just waited for them to run out, because they were about to run out anyway, I actually think he wins that fight. I could be wrong. Alright, Phoenix are picking up the Immortal, only for a few seconds. His own Immortal's getting focused. Oh, the Prism gets focused, but you can see that Showtime, pretty good stutter step on his own Immortals. Very nice micro, actually. Guys, is Showtime going to hold? Oh my gosh, he might. Blink's almost ready, though, for Hero, and if Hero can remove the natural, that'll be good, because he's on 1 base. He kind of needs to. Oh, he gets the Immortal. Great pick off. And I think he might just have enough to seal the deal here. Does he? Yeah, the Adepts, not much of a match for these Stalkers. I don't think he's going to take out the Sentry. Probes have to get pulled into the fight. Remember, oh, he wants the Nexus. The Nexus, it's only got 100 hit points, 54 hit points. He gets the Stalker. The Nexus will go down. Hero's going to get the Nexus and blink away. Oh, and 3 more Stalkers coming as well. He can out-micro this for days. Showtime has to tap out. Oh, I really wonder, could he have won that fight? I have no idea. But I feel like he could have held his ground. Yeah, here, I think here he just should keep fighting, guys. I think he should just stay there with the Phoenix, keep shooting that Immortal, and let, like, these Immortals are fighting on the right side. I think he should just stay here. These force fields are all about to run out. See, he picks up and starts running away, but, like, the force fields are kind of running out anyway, or, like, that one was about to run out. I think he could have held ground. I think he could have. Maybe the hallucination scared him. I don't know. Great play here for Hero. GG. All right, great game one for Hero. Unfortunately, Showtime comes out the worst for where I do think he was in a good enough position there. I think going heavy on probes on one base is actually a very good opening in the current meta. I think Showtime's onto something there, but he blinked twice when the engagement started. Hero already missing a second of chrono boosted probe production there. It's a very Hero thing. His openings are extremely chaotic. And that's why he just randomly misses probe production at the start for no good reason. But it is what it is. Oh! A wild dot appears back in here as we are into game 2. Did we get it? Sorry guys, we've got a monitor getting delivered. Dot doesn't want me to ruin the broadcast. It's fine. She doesn't want to talk, but I'm not sure if we've got the monitor or not. Either way, we'll get that set up for tomorrow's or the next stream that we do. But today, still going to be just doing everything off my small laptop screen. So if I miss anything, remember guys, it's not my fault. I come with an excuse prepared. Printf agrees that he thought Showtime was winning until he retreated. Yeah. I'm confused about the bracket. Why didn't Classic go down to the lower bracket after he lost in the upper like Cero did? Yeah, he Classic forfeited if you check the bracket. So Classic turned out he said he can't travel at the moment because he has some sort of minor health issue that stops him from flying. Don't know what that is. Sending him love. Hope he's all better, but apparently, yeah, he basically realized he couldn't actually come to play the top 4. So if he won another couple of matches today, he would have been in the top 4 to play at the LAN tournament, the top 4 finals, and he had to, unfortunately, forfeit that match. All right, Hallucinated Phoenix is going to go around. We've got a lot of sentries on the way for both sides. Like one very early for Showtime, whereas it's 2 Stalker into 2 Sentry here for Hero. Neither side's lost any units, just the cancelled building from Hero. And what's interesting, guys, is this was a 1-gate expand into 3-gate for Showtime. Incredibly safe 1-gate expand, very greedy play, and it's really safe against anything like a 4-gate because you just get so many units out of those gateways so quickly. Now, Robo's going to come in for Hero. Usually, this setup for Hero would lead into a 2-base glaive timing. Do some Prism Adept Harass, try to pressure, try to be annoying, try to keep momentum up, and he'll try to surprise you. Because it's doubtful you ever catch up to the economy of Showtime, but maybe you can distract him enough, slow him down enough that you get into a playable position. That Stalker micro for Showtime is good. He's got to keep just pulling the weak one away. I think the Sentry could just stand there and fight. I wouldn't have minded him trapping those units. Good energy recharge. Showtime attacking his own shield battery for 2 full volleys, though. A little bit sloppy there. Wasted 100 hit points of potential damage. Nice hallucinated Stalkers to keep up the pressure for Hero. Hallucination's going to go in to scout the main base. We are going to see Blink for Showtime. That's going to be spotted immediately. And of course, the Robo going Observer first. Hero down 5 probes. Like I said, unlikely he'll catch up to the economy of Showtime, but it's very likely we'll see a Twilight within the next 30 seconds. And an Adept timing. It just tends to be Adept Immortal very powerful against a player who's ahead of you going Blink. And we do see the first Immortal and a 3rd base starting. Could be a 3-base Adept timing. I'm not giving up, guys. My prediction isn't necessarily right, but there's a good chance. So it's a nice way to stop the game dragging on too long. Of course, if he goes for his own Blink eventually and just tries to catch up that way. Oh, he's going Forge. Wow, Hero's going to have his Twilight so late, guys. Blink's going to be done for Showtime before Twilight's even finished for Hero. That's crazy. Showtime with a great economic setup at the start of this best of 7. Yeah, it is a big bummer for the whole tournament, guys. Classic was one of the guys we want to see against Cyril and Clem as much as possible. It's also cool because he doesn't feel like a mechanical god, right? But he just feels like he's got Usually, most of the time, he's had Clem kind of figured out in PvT. Obviously, yesterday was the exception to that rule. Twilight Council now goes down. But this is very weak because of a lack of maneuverability. So Showtime, if he blink pressures, he can find good openings here, like very good. I like the hallucinated probes looking for proxies. Oh, he finds one too. Look at that. Brilliant play here. Adepts do shade in and get 5 probes. Okay. Cute force fields for Showtime to stop him getting up the ramp. Still, very good trade for Hero. I think he's happy with that. He's going to go straight charge. No blink at all. It's just pure Immortal Zealot Archon 3 base. Wow. And that's a Stalker killing army, man. And there's not enough Stalkers to like pounce and take it out. Like if right now Showtime had charge finished and then like dives in with charge zealots and blinks forward and focuses the Immortals, Hero gets wrecked. He's not quite got that set up. Pylon does go down. Great force fields for Showtime. Oh, beautiful force fields, but there are counter force fields as well. I think Showtime has to leave. Yeah, he's going to risk getting trapped here. The Stalker's blinking away. Does take out some enemy sentries. Takes out a Zealot as well. These Stalkers should be able to blink to safety. One of them does go down. Minutes lost tab. Not too bad, though. Slightly ahead for Hero. Hero, of course, has the very quick +1. That's the real advantage. +1 is finished. Does he start +2 straight away? Hero building 5 pylons. He's very supply blocked. He starts +1 armor instead of +2 attack. Just the cheaper, quicker upgrade. Prism going across the map here for Showtime. Showtime's going 8-gate. He's building 5 pylons as well. Welcome to supply blocked PvP, ladies and gentlemen, where 2 players don't have enough supply. That sentry needs to leave. Can't keep up with these Stalkers anymore. 4 Immortals. I think Hero's going to want to make Archons and just go for a big attack. I think he'd like to simplify the game if possible, but it's actually Showtime who wants to pick a fight right now. Sets off a barrier and Immortal, blinks away. Zealot drop going into that main base. This Prism could find the damage. Hero's not there. No recall energy available either. Right on top of those probes before he reacts. 4 more Zealots warping in. A few Zealots going across. That's a lot of Zealots going to hit Showtime's third though. Showtime might take way more damage if he's tunnel visioning. He sees the Immortals. He can blink on them. He's going to go for them. He gets 1 Immortal. He's going to get a second one. The problem is he's so focused on that. Is he reacting at home? Zealots do warp in. Hero Zealots not all going in at once. Showtime needs to recall. Great recall for him. That's a beautiful move. If he didn't recall as quickly, that would have been really bad. I think he got both Immortals, right? Let's check. Yeah, he killed 2 of the Immortals. He can blink and get 1 or 2 more Zealots here. And he's not going to. That's fine. Bit slow on the blink. He was busy macroing. 53 probes for Hero. 58 for Showtime. Very close game. Getting that Immortal countdown is huge, because it's the Immortals that give the value. Showtime setting up a nice concave here, but I don't know if he really wants to stand and fight with this army. He does not have that attack upgrade, and he is getting pushed back right now. The Immortals, the Guardian Shield, helping out a lot. These Stalkers on the right side having trouble. Hero coming in with a massive Zealots from the right side. Wow! Showtime trying to do a big Zealot warp in of his own. They both got 10 gateways. The Stalkers trying desperately to hang on. The Stalker sentry coming in from that left side. These Immortals, they can close with the Stalkers. They will ruin them. Those Stalkers on that left side getting pushed back. The hallucinated Colossus in the mix just because why the hell not? Those Stalkers and Zealots on the right side pushing in, and Hero with the early Forge says blink is for losers and tryhards. I do not need blink. I'm just going to go charge and then get the 1-1 upgrades. Nice play for Hero in game 2. Alright guys, we've got Hero in the bottom right side of the map, Showtime in the top left, and Showtime's being a naughty boy. He's proxying a Stargate down here on Gressman while blocking any potential Nexus. He's not hiding the fact that he's proxying either, because Hero's gone through the whole base, didn't see a second pylon, only a third pylon goes down in the main. Did Showtime scout his opponent, I wonder? He scouted the high ground and just saw that it's 1-gate Cybercore. So it is a 1-gate Stargate expand for Hero. It's not a super quick expand for him. It's more of like a fast tech build with less gateway units. Goes for the Zealot, goes for 2 Stalkers, goes to the Stargate, and then builds the Nexus. And with this style, you actually can't afford to build an Oracle straight away because he doesn't have enough gas. He might just go Phoenix, though, which would be ideal because he's dealing with proxy Oracle, but he's going for his own Oracle. And I'd say that's not the best for him. If he doesn't start a battery right in the next 5 seconds, at 3 minutes, he's screwed. He'll take big damage, I think. He does see a Nexus on the other side as these 2 Adepts come in. Hey, Alex Solo, thanks for the love. Appreciate the sub. Oh, get out of there, Adepts. It might be fine, though. Oracle comes in. It's an undefended base. The Adepts have done their job, which is luring Hero out of position. Now you just got to defend the counterattack, which with a 2-gate opening, I don't think is difficult for Showtime. He will run out of energy very quickly. That is the one problem with these proxy builds. You don't have a lot of time to get energy before you arrive on the other side of the map. 12 kills, though, is a crazy amount, and it looks like Showtime with a good opening should find himself in a solid position. He's only got 1 Stalker, though. Oh, that Oracle could do good damage as well. Uh-oh, he's got another Stalker almost out. The battery, is it going to be able to get up in time? The battery, it heals the Adept, not the Stalker, so the Stalker goes down, which is very rough. I think he's got to energy recharge that battery, though, and then he should be okay. Yeah, he's going to be fine. The Stalker and the 2 Adepts will clean up the Zealot Stalker here. Battery still has energy left over. Stalker warping to block the Stalker in. Wow, 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 wow. Slick play for Showtime, and he is just all over this series. He's only built 1 Oracle out of the proxy. If I were him, I'd probably build a Phoenix just to try to shut this boy down. But he might not even bother. He might just say, split my Stalkers up, we'll be fine. And Hero, he knows he's done for. He's down 13 workers at the 4.5 minute mark. He's going to tap out real early. Alright, alright, alright. Well, Hero up 2-1 still in a good spot, but Showtime there with a great proxy Oracle catching him off guard. Hero is not one to play safe. He's not one to just build a shield battery at 3 minutes unless he smells something's up. Some players just do that. They just build a 3-minute shield battery in their main in this matchup if they think there's any chance of a proxy Oracle. But Hero's like, If he sniffed something was up, he would have done it. He did not sniff anything foul until that Oracle arrived in the mineral line. Now, interestingly, guys, he's going to do a very late gas. That gas was a few seconds late. It was a little weird. It doesn't change too much. I just thought he was toying with the idea of doing a gate Nexus double gas. Just speeds up your Nexus. Very greedy opening. But alas, it is not that. 2-gate standard opening for both sides. Actually, Showtime's gas looks like mine actually even slower than his. Maybe it wasn't late on that gas. Maybe I'm imagining things. Just me, you know. Imagining things, guys. Bad commentary. Apologies. I'm going to blame my small laptop screen. That monitor's arriving later today. Once it comes, I'm going to have no more excuses, okay? Until then, I have all of the excuses. Probe harass on both sides of the map. 3rd pylon, or 2nd pylon, I should say, going down in vision. No mind games. Very straight up. I do think Hero's going to go Stalker Sentry this game. Showtime, probably double Stalker. It's a feeling thing. Don't really have any good reasoning behind it. There we go. Sentry for Hero. And no Stalker. Just a Sentry expand. Okay, single Sentry into expand. It is double Stalker for Showtime. Yeah, it's kind of funny when you play and watch enough StarCraft. There are reasons behind interpreting things, but sometimes stuff happens so fast you just kind of go, oh, this thing's going to happen next, and you don't in that moment know why you feel the player's going to do that. You get a feeling. This is the cool thing whenever a player comes up, what's so exciting, and this is the one thing like top tier StarCraft 2 is missing these days, is when you get a new player that's more of an unknown entity. It takes a while for players to know him as well. Whereas these guys have played each other so many times, they can predict this same sort of stuff like I just do. But they go, oh, I know how Showtime plays. He's gonna go 4 Stalkers in the next game or something like that. You know, it's something where it's kind of cool when you have a new player come in, because everyone's just like, what the hell is this guy gonna do? I don't know. And it takes a little while to kind of figure them out. And every kind of pair of players, when you put them together, has their own little meta game, their own little matchup decision making that happens. Hey, what's up, Escurian? Well, I'm in Europe. That's why I'm here at this time. All the Europeans keep filtering in yesterday, today. They're like, what are you doing? What are you up in the middle of the night? I'm on your time zone now. All right, here we go, guys. Sentry Stalker coming out. Watch out for the force fields. I think Showtime should have shoved, maybe, but it's a losing fight. Oh, gosh. Oh, bad fight for Showtime. Oh, that was a disaster. Oh my golly. Oh, 4 Stalkers for what? That was the value that he got there, guys. He did 22 hit points of damage to a sentry for 4 Stalkers. Let me break that down. That's 5.5 points of damage to a sentry per Stalker that Showtime just traded there. A Stalker costs 175 resources total. That means each point of damage done to that sentry, he paid a lot of money for. And of course, Hero's going to counter pressure. Oh, that was brutal, man. Paid through the nose for that. That was wild. So much damage already. And look, now he's got a Proxy Gate Dark Shrine coming in. There's no Robo. Just dealing with this pressure is so difficult. Those DTs are going to be a finishing blow. No one thinks to build a Robo in the midst of this. That is not a thing people do here. If he thought to build a Robo now, I'd be amazed, but it would still be, I think, a little too late. Let's get the shield battery down. Unfortunately, his Adepts get trapped. Does lose 1 Adept. The other one takes big damage. These Adepts do finish for Hero as well. Just not enough units. Showtime has to tap out. He saw the sentries, he saw a battery, he just needed to run away a fraction of a second sooner. Just a blunder for Showtime and a great defense for Hero. Alright guys, we got Hero at the top right side of the map, Showtime in the bottom left. Unfortunately our scene didn't swap over, so we're coming in a minute and a half late. It's a 1-gate expand build for Showtime, and Hero is doing a 2-gate standard high ground build, but he's also hiding a pile on the map. So it looks like he wants to do some sort of 1-base proxy, and he doesn't actually know, because he didn't go across the map, he doesn't know that Showtime's 1-gate expanding. So I'm so curious to see what happens. I think Showtime is probably just going to play Stargate, and that's very vulnerable to proxies. On the other hand, it's not actually a proxy. It's just 2 Stalkers, a Warp Gate. It's a fake proxy. I think he's just going to expand, is he? Hero stopping at 23 workers. Stargate is on the way, as well as an Adept. Shield battery building here, just to make sure nothing gets inside. Showtime delaying his Nexus. He's looking everywhere for the proxy. There is no proxy. It is just a Nexus. And it ends up being an expand at the same time for both players. I still think that Stargate's good for Showtime. Gives him, of course, the ability to build 1 or 2 Oracles. Spam Stasis Traps all over. Force a lot of defense for Hero. And it just comes down to who feels more comfortable probing here. Because Showtime does not. He's building a battery. I mean, Hero, I think, wants to probe. He's just supply blocked because he's Hero, you know? The Zealot of Showtime kind of getting wrecked by that Stalker, needs to get back to the safety of a shield battery or something like that. An Adept and a Zealot, no match for 2 Stalkers, guys. The Zealot on the high ground, though, does scare them back, of course. He's worried about taking a bunch of damage on the Stalkers and then the Oracle finishing them off. Probe's going to go in for the Scout. Showtime's still ahead 1 Probe, even despite all of that delay, I should say, not display. All of that delay while he was confused about what Hero was up to. Twilight Council's way ahead, of course, for Hero, but second Oracle's on the way, which means it's going to be very hard to move out with Stalkers, with the threat of 2 Oracles diving into lazier workers. Thank you, Soulcat, for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. All right, Oracle's going to rotate. Ooh, any probes here? No, no probes here. Probes do come in. Sentries and Stalkers escort. Blink started for Hero. Twilight Council on the way for Showtime. Hallucination does get chased away by the Stalker, and the second Oracle's going to join up over here. This Oracle's going to come in and grab nothing. Could have gone for 2 probes, but you got to remember, sentries do bonus damage to shields now, so they just get rid of the shields so quickly on the Oracle. It's actually a shocking amount of damage. Yeah, sees 3 Stalkers and realizes that's a no-go. Main base has 3 Stalkers as well. All that investment, though, for Hero, it's not free. That being said, his probing has been slightly better. I think he chronoed a little bit more than Showtime did. The reason you want to often drive in this middle area is you can catch the probe transferring. And that's exactly what Showtime's looking for. And he's going to get a few more. Only 2 very safe play with the Oracle. And you can see it's very hard to cut those Oracles off, because even on the very edge, he couldn't reach. Third Nexus goes up on the left side. 2 Adepts are getting ready to potentially shade in. Third Gas coming in. An extra gateway, an extra pylon. It's a very close game. I really feel like if these oracles stay alive and just go home and start spamming stasis traps, amazing situation. And they're out of vision right now. So that's the thing, is if he just recalls them, Hero doesn't know they've been recalled. Oh, Showtime. Careful, mate. The Adepts do run into the store because he gets 4 probes with the Adepts. Good move there. Sorry for the bad observing, guys. Go back to someone else's camera. Hard to catch those Adepts shading in there on my my little screen. Third Nexus goes down on the third base. 6 Stalkers. There's plenty of Stalkers here for Showtime as well. Showtime doesn't have high ground vision. Oh, he doesn't have high ground vision. Oh no, he can't blink up there. Okay, he can now. Now he has vision. Now he can blink up to the high ground. But he's already lost a pylon and a few probes. It feels like Hero got more damage there than he probably should have been able to. That being said, Hero is down 4 workers. Oracle's going to try and sneak around to the left. Love to see them recall just so they can start spamming stasis traps. That's the one thing which I think is missing right now. Because like I said, they go back to the corner and recall. Hero won't know they're recalled. And he won't necessarily, you know, be able to stop them putting stasis traps outside his base. A lot of his Stalkers will be kind of put out of action in the backside. But Showtime just wants to stay threatening those 2 mineral lines because he knows that alone is forcing a lot of units there. And you can see, like, he's forcing lots of Stalker Warpins in the main, but he's going to... he loses an Oracle. I think if you lose both Oracles here, Hero's way ahead. But very nice moves. Good blink harassment. But he's going to get punished now. Yeah. Hero's going to chase him down and make him pay for that one. Then again, there's a lot of Stalkers here for Showtime. Showtime actually has the numbers to win that fight. But Hero, the greedy boy, manages to get some extra treats. Oh my gosh. This is like it's so funny, right? Where Showtime's like a little more tentative. I think Showtime is a very safe play. When he sees someone confidently attack, he naturally assumes it's a good position for them to attack, and he naturally wants to give up ground. He's got to remember it's Hero. Sometimes the best way you beat Hero is you just plant your spear in the ground and you hold the line. And you wait for him to charge into your spears. He will impale himself. This is a guy who sees gigantic formation of pikes and tells his cavalry to charge head on into it. He's, you know, don't get me wrong. Sometimes Hero wins games with crazy attacks. But he really is like an old school cavalry commander. He just disrespects his opponents. He thinks they're all stupid peasants that can't even hold a pointy stick. And he just thinks, just ride your horses in their general direction and you'll automatically get a win. But Showtime, he hasn't had the morale to hold the line a few times in this series. And it's very hard to know when you should hold the line. But I think that's twice now where he maybe could have held his ground a little more. Proxy gateway does go up. 5 gateways for Hero with a 6th on the way. 4th gate with a 5th on the way for Mr. Oh, actually, sorry. 6 going on 7 for Hero. 4th Nexus goes down for both sides. I like the way Hero's expanding along that top edge of the map. Charge has been finished for a while for Hero. He's going for +1 armor. Showtime has some nice defensive stasis traps. I feel like they could really turn this game. But he doesn't have any over here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Big fight. Showtime's defensive blinks should be very helpful in this situation. The Stalkers, though, of his have kind of broken their own formation. Like, his concave isn't there. The Zealots trickling in really nice for Hero. The supply count is just so far ahead. Is Hero going to be able to finish him off right here? I thought Showtime was solid on the blink defense. But, man, Hero is just non-stop in his face. No time for the batteries to come in. He avoids the stasis, avoids the static defense. And these batteries come in too little too late. The Stalkers just volley down the pylon. These Stalkers have to pull back. Whoo! Hot diddly damn. Nexus goes down on the right side. We've got 3 cannons coming in. Few Stalkers, few Zealots. +1 armor's almost finished. Showtime supply is not that bad, but it just feels like there's a bit too much momentum right now for Hero. +1 armor's kicking in. Stasis Trap slows him down a little bit. Showtime going for a desperate counterattack. Not really Showtime's standard playbook. Forces a recall out of Hero, which is super cool. Stasis Trap might do something. It's not the best placed, is it? Yeah, Stasis Trap doesn't do anything. Alright. Uh-oh, these Stalkers need to get out. Showtime needs to leave, man. He's got to run. He's got a lot of Stalkers and Zealots chasing after him. He's trying to run right now. Big army down there of Stalker Zealot. Will the Stasis Traps hit them, though? Looks like no. He spots it. I can't believe Hero spotted that. In the midst of everything else that's happening. His camera jumped down there. He saw the shimmer, and he pulled away from it. Brilliant play by Hero. chasing Showtime all the way back to his side of the map, and it looks like a rather confident and dominant PvP performance from Hero. He's got more gateways, he's got a robo coming in, and a +2 attack on the way as well. His fourth Nexus on that left side is about to go down. Showtime trying to defend it, but that means fighting into a terrible angle. And Hero just all over him. Unit slot stab, 4,000. Almost 4,000 in favor of Hero. He starts blinking forward like the Chad that he is. Just no care in the world, no worries, because he is Hero. And today, he's the king of PvP. Gets a 4-1 dominating finish. GG, well played.